Hey, good morning. It's Wednesday, October 28th. Again, thanks again for being here today. This morning, I want to talk about something that is kind of permeates uh, our modern culture in terms of the way we interact with each other. I want to talk about the topic and the thought for today is during each day, do we experience triggers which drive us to do things that we don't want to do or produce reactions in us that we can't control or are overwhelming to us? Or do we experience opportunities to love God and to follow Him and to do what He wants us to do? So triggers or opportunities? That's the thought this morning. You see, if we believe that God is who He says He is in the Bible, that He controls all things, that He's working all things together for our good, that He is committed to me, that He knows me intimately, that He knows me passionately, and His purpose is to make me become more like Jesus Christ. Not to make me more righteous, because Jesus has already made me more righteous, but to make me in conformity with the way that the universe actually functions and works, with the way that my particular world, not just, we're part of the universe, but let's make it personal. The way that I live, the way that I function, the events that happen to me every day. See, all of those things are opportunities to bring honor and glory to God. But the idea of a trigger means that something happens that I really can't control. Now, it may be very unpleasant. It may be a very ugly reminder of something in the past. This event that triggers you may be something that is a remembrance of something that is really, really painful. I'm not denying that. But in all those things, God is still God. God is still faithful to you. And He is still providing for you an opportunity, not a trigger, but an opportunity for you to love Him. Because He really is in control. Circumstances are not in control. Your emotions shouldn't be in control. Often they are, but you and I both know what happens when we're controlled by emotions. Now, as we've said many times here, when emotions are functioning properly, they're a very good thing for us. But when they're not rooted in the goodness and commitment of God, the covenant commitment of God, expressed through the life and death of Jesus for you and me individually, then I lose sight of all the day's activities and I allow myself to be triggered or controlled or to respond out of hand by something that hurts me. But if I'm walking in communion with God, and I know that He is faithful, I know that He loves me, I know that there's no event that's going to happen to me this day that He did not plan for me to give an opportunity to bring honor to His name, to enhance God's reputation, then I can look forward to these events and saying, okay, something unexpected happens, but it's not unexpected to God, and I have the opportunity to bring honor to God in that moment. I have the opportunity to be faithful in that moment. So this is why the wisdom book of the New Testament, James, says I should be quick to listen. Not quick to respond, quick to listen. And then slow to speak. Again, not quick to defend myself. And slow to become angry. Doesn't mean that anger may not be appropriate. It may be. But in that order, so the anger is not giving in way to a trigger or a response or something that makes me feel good, but rather it's the anger that brings honor to God. And there is anger. Anger properly used can do that and should do that. Because the anger, man's anger, not righteous anger, but man's anger, will not bring about the righteousness of life that God desires. We'll come back to this. We'll talk about it maybe tonight and certainly tomorrow for sure. But triggers are opportunities. Triggers or opportunities? Which is it? Trigger indicates something happens over which I can't control. Opportunity means I have an opportunity to glorify God. Now, if something is happening to you that causes a particular quick emotional response or is a challenge to you, then we need to rethink that event in light of what God is about. If there's an injustice that's happened, We need to rethink that in light of what Christ has done for us. How can I look at that injustice and put it in God's perspective? Give me some feedback on this, because I'll respond to it, and I would love to interact with you on this one. Give me some thoughts. You can email me, you can leave a comment, text, whatever. Let's not be controlled by anything except the opportunity to bring glory to God, because he's prepared things each day for us to bring honor to him. Not to give into our emotional struggles of things that are unresolved or hurtful things that have happened in the past. But the opportunity, he calls us, he pleads with us, he commands us to do everything for the glory of God, giving gratitude in our hearts to him, because he's with us. We can respond in a way that doesn't bring us to a response that we regret or we feel out of control. But we can respond in such a way so that God is honored and that our fears are calmed and we have opportunities to trust Christ. Opportunities are triggers. Think about that. Give me some thought. This is important because I need your help to work through this with you, because it's such a common thread running through our culture and into our lives. Let's bring this into conformity with the beauty of what it means to know God, so that we know him minute by minute in a way that brings honor to him and brings peace to us. And that's the thought for the day. And you have a great day. Bye-bye.